This is the speech I delivered a couple of hours ago at the Transgender Day of Remembrance Rally and March, which was held at Newtown, which is also, as where I am now, on the land of the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. I acknowledge their elders, past, present and emerging. Sovereignty of this land was never ceded, and treaty or voice, it's well past time this was sorted out proper. My name is Norrie and I was asked to speak on gender self-identification. I'm guessing because of the case I won recognising non-binary sex identification in the High Court exactly 9 years ago today, April the 2nd. I didn't get ChatGPT to help write this, but I did pilfer from Wikipedia, which says, for gender recognition, medical requirements would force trans people into undergoing surgery and are intrusive and humiliating gatekeeping. Medical requirements are also class warfare, for it's easier for rich people to avoid surgeries. Not everyone can get suspended from the public service for being harassed by the police and win an appeal to the Supreme Court, then get paid a year's back pay, enough for surgery in 1989. As for gender recognition panels, don't even get me started on the cultural biases that would make gender recognition panels an insurmountable hurdle for minorities and other marginalised people. Doubt I would have passed one. Not nowadays. Self-identification makes it easier for transgender people to live day to day without prejudice. In April 2015, the Parliamentary Assembly of the Council of Europe called on member states to develop quick, transparent and accessible procedures based on self-determination. Also in 2015, the Office of the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights stated that abusive requirements as a precondition for recognition, for example by requiring forced gender reassignment and other medical procedures, are in violation of international human rights standards. Gender self-identification is recognised in over 20 countries now. There is no evidence that such laws have caused problems in countries where they've been introduced. In 2012, Argentina allowed people to change their gender identities without facing barriers such as hormone therapy, surgery or psychiatric diagnosis that labels them as having an abnormality. In 2015, the World Health Organization cited Argentina as an exemplary country for providing transgender rights. Yes, World Health Organization, because social justice is a health issue. Since 2010, Arkansas has allowed change of gender on state IDs as requested, no questions asked, no documentation required. In New Zealand, gender markers on passports and driver's licenses have worked on a self-declaration basis since 2012. In 2017, the New Zealand Parliament introduced the Birth, Deaths, Marriages and Relationships Registration Bill to allow people to change the sex in their birth certificates on a self-declaration basis as well. That comes into effect this year. In Australia, Tasmania implemented self-declaration in 2019. Also in 2019, Victoria abolished the sex reassignment surgery requirement for legal gender change and allows applicants to self-nominate their sex listed on their birth registration as male, female, or any other gender-diverse or non-binary descriptor of their choice. New South Wales should have that too. New South Wales once led the world with transgender law reform back in 1996 with the Transgender Anti-Discrimination Act and other Acts Amendment Act. It's frankly embarrassing that we are now behind so much of the world and other Australian states in gender self-identification. I mean, fixing this is the least we could do in the year that we hosted World Pride, surely. I thank all those working for gender self-identification and standing up for social justice and against transphobia, whether as allies, local council members, MPs, political activists, or community members who care about others in their community. Please join me in giving yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Woo!